Members of Parliament hawataki ku take sides.
I have seen Ruto allied MPs from the Mount Kenya region absenting themselves because they want to please Ruto and they want to please the people.
185 members of parliament were not present during the voting of the finance bill.
Half of the house is not present. That's not even half. Only half and an eighth.
There is no neutral position in this matter. You are either with the people or with Ruto.
185 members of parliament. 40 members of parliament voted no for the finance bill. Only 40. And 122 members of parliament voted yes for the finance bill. Alafu our 185 wanafikiria ni wajanja. They think that the smartest people in the world wanakuwa absent deliberately so that it's neither yes, it's neither no, kuwa neutral, kubalance, because wanajua kutakuwa na massive backlash from the public. Wanajua kutakuwa na backlash. So mimi kuwa unaona hata na ndio alipiga yes, na ndio alipiga no. Okay. Not smart bana. Yani, we send these people to parliament to represent us, to represent our interest. They get paid millions of shillings in salaries, in bonuses, in all that rubbish. And after they choose to deliberately not be present in parliament. You need to recall MPs, bwana. Recall those people, bwana.
So we want to tell our people, those MPs from the Mount Kenya region who do not go to parliament, those are against the people. And they are with Ruto. A time has come, you must decide where you are. You are either with Ruto or with the people. So wajifanye ati wajaja sana, ati wanajificha, ati wataki kuonekana. Those who don't vote and those who vote yes are the same people. Not going to parliament to vote no is voting yes. So tunataka kuambia wananchi wetu, wale wabunge hapa mlimani wanajifanya sungura mjanja, ati wanajifanya wataki kwenda huko wasionekane. Wewe kama uko na raia, ukuwe bunge leo upinge finance bill 2026. And there is no neutrality.
You are very disinterested in whatever is suffocating this country. Hata sisi hatuta take side ikikuja election. We are that petty. Okay? Very petty.
Anybody who voted yes, the 122 members of parliament, any of the 185 who chose to deliberately not be present in parliament, went home. Those 307, whatever, went home water. All of them. Anybody who voted yes, the 122 and the 185 who were not present in parliament, because that's absolute rubbish. Like, as in, they don't even have the guts, they don't even have the balls, they need to even show up. This country is just, this country makes no sense. This country makes no sense at all. Only 40 members of parliament said no to the finance bill.
So guys, I think it's important for us to note that out of the 40 MPs who voted no for the finance bill, only six were women. 6. Now mind you, we have 47 women representatives in that National Assembly.
No, jongeza the elected ones.
Hata tuanzie wapi honestly. Unajua, hii finance bill hata itaniuma kupita kama yes. Hi. Kama MPs wenye walivote yes na MPs wenye wali abstain kuvote. Whoever said pretenders are worse than murderers, I swear, hawa ndo pretenders tulikuwa tunaongelelea. Dindi Nyoro, I will call you out. I will call you the fuck out. Ulikuwa wapi? Where were you? Bravo, one time.
Actually, hata heri hao wenye walisema yes, than hao wenye wali abstain.
That's the point. There was. Surely, tulikuelect kutoenda parliament wewe.
Alafu
187
time is when you decide to be absent. Why do we pay you as Kenyans?
Napo ndo tunaongeleleaga fence sitting, mediocrity as members of parliament. 187 members of parliament didn't show up to vote. One time.
I've got 2 points. Number 1, this man, Dende Nyoro, MP Kiharu constituency, a very exemplary leader, very hardworking. During the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, this man was missing in action. He was absent. During the finance bill of yesterday's finance bill, he was also absent. Now, Ndindi Nyoro, together with the other 186 MPs who were absent yesterday, you equally voted yes. I know some of you are confused. Yeah, you either feel like you should vote yes or vote no. So you are one term or two term. You are still weighing options. So you thought it was wise for you to remain at home. No problem. And thank you so much for the true sons and daughters of the soil who voted no. 40 of them out of 122. And 11 of them were from Linda Mwananchi team. Indeed, you are for the people. And for those who voted yes, be ready. Tunaenda ku-expose from whom you have been actually mukikula hapa nje, what you owe what, and even the Auditor General report. We know some of you are there kupendeza president because you have not done anything. Now we are going to expose you. Be ready for anything. It is easier for some of us to access the Auditor General report, and we can give you evidence kwa karatasi. Hii kierere mko nayo, you want to make people to go through hell just because you are in power, because the wicked are in power. No problem. We are going to make sure that you are going to get the, and I'm going to be part and parcel of that game. Tule to concubines that mnakula, even the reports and what you have done and what you have not done, the money that you have stolen from the people, and what you are supposed to do and you did not do, and where you come from. Even if you go to negotiate with the president, hata yeye atakuona mshenzi. Bring it on. We are not going for maandamano to maybe, we will visit your homes. Because that is what we have agreed. You are my MP, I will come to ask you, bro. Even to tulielewana, what happened? We are coming. Hatutaenda streets kuharibu vitu zetu, no. After all, sisi ndo tunakuanga wajinga. Tunaharibu, tunakuja kutengeneza na pesa zetu. So hizo mmeiba, we are coming for it. Nonsense.
So I want to tell those MPs ambao walienda, you know, when as the only elected member of parliament in Western Kenya and young, vibrant, I hosted the United Opposition ambayo iliongozwa na Mheshimiwa His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Matiang'i, Honorable Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, and His Excellency Natembea, and JB Muturi. It was so massive, and I think there are some young leaders wanaona like, hey, na unajua mostly hii timu hii ya Linda activist wa Linda Mwananchi, na mimi nashuku hii timu hii. Sasa wakasema huyu Salasia huyu tuondoe ndiye asionekane, aonekane ati kwamba ni betrayer kwa Kenya. Lakini I want to tell them that Hansard inatoka in the next 2 hours by saa 6. The official list ya wenye walivote no or yes itakuwa out. When I compile saa hii, tutaona wala ambao mmeweka watajificha wapi. Where will they hide their face when they are going, when the Hansard is going to come out officially for those who voted electronically, because it was not physical. Na hii roho ya kinyonga hii, mimi siasa ya tungu imeenda juu mimi saa hii. So I want to tell them like mjaribu njia nyingine, ati kunitend mimi jina mimi Peter Salasia, the most talked about politician, ati msimweke bwana. Mimi mwenyewe nitajiweka hapo, niko na mdomo ya kusema nilivote no. Mlio mdomo baba Peter Salasia manga. Mwana yo.
162 MPs are the ones who remembered they had a job. Okay? Wakatokea House of Legislature leo. Au extra wenye wanajaza up to 300. Kazi yao ni gani? Si wa resigned. Okay? Ama hata tukae bila hii House of Parliament.
You know, our members of parliament from Linda Mwananchi and the Linda Mwananchi movement in general, we may be imperfect in many things, but one thing we will always get right. One thing we will always get right is standing by the people, with the people. All our members of parliament from Linda Mwananchi yesterday voted no for the finance bill. What? And they were present. They stayed there, they debated clause by clause and voted no for the finance bill. I want to let you know that 187 members of parliament did not bother to show up yesterday. Not showing up is voting yes to the finance bill, including your most favorite one, Tindi Nyoro. One term, Ruto must go.
Now, in case you don't know, and in case you've not been following what has been happening in the parliament, kitu yenye inaendelea saizi, the MPs have passed the Finance Bill 2026. 122 MPs have voted yes. 40 have voted no. So saizi, as I speak, or as you watch this video, the Finance Bill has been passed in the parliament. Imebakisha sasa president aweke signature yake. The problem of this country, the problem we have in this country, they are the MPs. Our MPs have decided to be affordable. They can be bought anytime. So the next time you go to vote, kindly, angalia the kind of MP that you're going to vote for. Because laws are passed in the parliament. Laws are made in the parliament. And bills are made in the parliament. So if we choose bad MPs, if we elect bad MPs, that is what we end up with. Bad laws, bad bills are passed, ndio kunyanyasa the common mwananchi. The people who we voted for to go and represent us. Waangalie matakwa yetu. Waangalie shida zetu. They protect and cushion us. Wameenda wamenunuliwa, and because they are so much affordable, they vote in favor of them, in favor of the government of the day. Not because that it is bad, not that because it is good, they vote or they pass bad bills and bad laws. So angalia area MP wako, the MP you chose, the MP you voted for. Angalia alipiga kura wapi na ujue hakujali, and ashapata kitu yenye alikuwa anataka, and they know they are very safe. Hata kama wako affordable, washapitisha, washapata chenye walikuwa wanataka. So the next time you go to vote, marking scheme ya kuangalia MP wako, angalia did he or she represent you well in this parliament. If they didn't, they don't deserve to be in the parliament again or to be voted for again in 2027. So, we are cooked. Na hapo ndo penye iko. Make sure the next voting year 2027, you choose an MP who listens to his or the people he or she represents. Because the problem of this country, the MPs, they have decided to be affordable. Wameamua kukua choir masters, choir members, wanaimba tu chorus. They don't check, they don't read, and they don't argue. They just pass it because hata wakionwa kando, washaonwa, wakireceive the brown envelopes, washa receive, mambo yetu, tunabaki sisi wenyewe. So, the MP you voted for, kindly, angalia sasa mambo yake. We don't want 2027 to end up with the same problems that are happening right now. 2024, kulikuwa kubaya. 2025, kulikuwa kubaya. This is 2026. At least now you know those people wenye wanatuweka kwa shida. Choose wisely and vote wisely. Saa hizi ni kubaya.
If the finance bill passes as it is now, you're going to be jobless as soon as tomorrow. No job. Your company is going to close. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm trying to say. Let me try to explain. Now, do you work in a manufacturing company here in Kenya? Do you work in an assembly company whereby they import raw materials, they import components, they assemble them here and make finished product? For example, companies that assembles phones, company that assembles motorbikes and e-bikes, company that even assembles vehicles and all that. All those companies are going to close down. Because the government that has been promoting Buy Kenya, Build Kenya is now killing Kenya by giving incentives to the importers of finished products and taxing heavily the local assemblers. What am I trying to say? If you're buying a phone, let me show you my phone. You know, I have my phone here. If you're buying this phone, you're importing it from whichever country. It's now going to be cheaper to import such a phone than buying it locally here. And I'm not calling for heavy taxation of importation because we are traders and we buy things cheaply so that we can sell them here at affordable prices. What you're saying is the way you're zero rating, you are exempting the importation of finished product. Just zero rate, exempt the importation of these components so that these two people, the importer and the local assembler, can have a level playing ground. Because if you kill the local assemblers, you have killed jobs. Hundreds and thousands of jobs, my friend. And you know, some of these companies you don't even know exist are going to be affected. Mobile phone assemblers, if you work for M.Ps, if you work for Earduck, if you work for Sunking, if you work for Transition, they might close down because taxation will go as high as 44%. What about the electric motorbikes assemblers? And there are many here in Kenya. Name them. We have Spyro, we have Ampersand, we have Rome Energies, we have Ringo, we have Zeno Kenya, Arkwright, Kofa, Piaggio, whatever you call it. Those are some of the companies that might close down. And that is not what we want, because we want our youth to get employment. What will all these people who have been working in all these companies do? They'll be rendered jobless just because your MP is about to render them jobless. So call your MP now. You better call your MP now. Today's Thursday. Call him or her now. Call him. Just call her. Tell them to amend that particular segment. And if they don't, then they shut down the whole finance bill. As easy as that. So that our Kenyan youth, people, traders, and everybody will have their jobs and will have their business booming. And tell your MP, we are not expecting the A's and nays. You are not voting by I. No. You're voting as an individual. We want to see which MP voted yes to this finance bill. Because if you vote yes to this finance bill, you're voting to killing of industries. You're voting for Kenyans to be sacked. You're voting for Kenyans to be jobless. You're voting for, I think, cancer. You're voting for Ebola. So we want everybody to say no if they do not amend this particular section. Have a good day as I prepare to go to work.